Thank you. Now I'll introduce myself. I am Jared Atkinson. I'm from Dallas, Dallas SD8, for those of you who care. Um, I'm also the former Ron Paul organizer for the area. Um, I herded cats. Um, First, before I say a whole lot, Mr. Johnson and actually a whole lot of people have been saying that the Rules Committee in their supplemental rules banned recording devices, i.e., tape recorders and video cameras. That is not true. I just talked to a guy who's on the Rules Committee who's actually doing a fantastic job. The gentleman, if any of you are in SD23, I would suggest that Michael Felucci, your SREC, has done an exemplary job on the Rules Committee. He's not one of those you need to replace. There are many, and we've compiled a list because I was in Rules forever. While they just tortured the rules of the party, and just going through every single, I have them right here. Y'all need to do this kind of thing. Let's carry the rules around with us, so that when the lawyer up there in the Credentials Committee, who is summarily dismissing anything that he and Tina Bankeiser don't like, when he cites some obscure rule that trumps some other rule, that trumps some law, that trumps anything, so that the Republican Party of Texas is not actually responsible for following the Texas election code, you can actually look at the rules and at least know what he's talking about. We all need to know the rules. Obviously, we're wearing stickers and T-shirts that say let's follow the rules. If you carry it around, that would certainly help. Okay, and before I go too much further, I'd also like for everybody to give a big hand to Jane Cancino, SREC in 28. She stood up for us in the SREC meeting earlier. Actually, stood up for everybody. Stood up for all Republicans by trying to change the order of the convention through the SREC. It didn't work because Tina Bankeiser convinced everybody that somehow that would be illegal. It'd be illegal to follow the law. I don't know. But, apparently it's illegal for the Republican Party of Texas to follow the law. I guess I'm going to give you like a little brief report on what I saw in rules. Rule 43, they changed it a lot. They went through a number of different iterations, but hopefully they'll actually disseminate before they make you vote on it. But Rule 43 is the one that basically says that we need to make sure that our elected officials actually read the party platform, and they changed it to, we're going to make sure that, well, no. Anyway, it's complicated because it's a little rule technicality thing. Anyway, the point is, yesterday they passed a rule, as we were talking about earlier, about how Paul Perry, who's going to be our next chairman of the RPT. Just wanted to remind everybody of that. They passed a rule that said that he has to go and inform the secretary 2 hours before the convention starts that he's actually running in order to be a declared candidate. It started because of me, because basically I asked what the definition of a declared candidate was, and that somehow set off this red light with them, and Bill Borg